Hey everybody, today is day 125 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 4.8 miles into Dunsmuir, California for a Nero, which is nearly no PCT miles. I got a bunch of town chores done and a resupply taken care of, and then stayed in a hotel overnight and got a little bit of sleep and was brought back out to the trail this morning by a trail angel. So I'm back on trail again already. Still hiking every day, enjoying it. The trail is wonderful. The people I'm hiking with are fantastic. And yeah, just headed to Etna for our next resupply, which we should reach within the next 5 days or so. I'm still hiking with the same people I did Bernie Falls with. So that is Wildcat, Amsterdam, Lowlander, Bojangles, and the Chairman. Hey guys, I am cowboy camping tonight. You can see me all set up here, writing in my journal. This is my campsite. That is Mount Shasta.
So they.
And those craggy mountains across the valley are Castle Crags from Castle Crags State Park in California here, in Northern California. We can also see Lassen Peak in the distance. You probably can't see it very well in the video because it's getting dark, but pretty cool campsite. Hey everybody, today is day 126 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 17.8 miles out of Dunsmuir to a really great campsite where I got to see the sunset and the sunrise this morning. It was a really beautiful place. I cowboy camped for the first time ever. Well, actually the second time ever. I cowboy camped once in the desert and got sand fleas. So I tried it again this time where I'm not going to get sand fleas, but the mosquitoes bit me all up all over the face. So I'm not the biggest fan of cowboy camping. I like to keep the bugs out, but gave it another try last night. Last night was a great night for it. It was nice and cool, not too cold, and there was a little breeze. We were up on a ridge. There weren't a lot of critters, and I was with a group of people, so if anything came into camp or whatever, there were other people there, or something came in and ate my food or something like that. But yeah, it was a good experience other than the mosquitoes. And that campsite was just, it was beautiful. And I loved it. So that's the story for today. Hey everybody, today is day 127 on the PCT. Yesterday, I did something kind of crazy. I hiked 30.7 miles. My first 30. I had never hiked longer than 26.2 miles in a day, and so I took the jump and did 30 yesterday. We had a pretty flat terrain, and yeah, I can say it hurt. I started at like 5:30 in the morning. I got to camp around I think it was like 8. Set up, ate dinner, crashed, was so exhausted. All of us in the group did the 30.7 and we all slept much later than normal today. I didn't get back on trail until 7:45 this morning, and normally we're getting on trail around 5:30 or 6. So I'd wake up and I'd look around and I'd see everybody was still in camp sleeping when some of our people are very early risers. So, yeah, we were all exhausted. My feet hurt, my knees hurt, my hips hurt, as you would expect. And then the night before, so not last night, but the previous night, I had gotten up to go to the bathroom in my Crocs. You know, your legs are stiff when you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom with all the hiking that we're doing. And I didn't take the path up to go get away from camp to go to the bathroom because someone's tent was right next to it and I didn't want to wake them up. So I went over the rocks, and then I just had my red light on my headlamp because I, again, didn't want to wake everyone up, and I fell. So I fell onto my right hip on one rock and then continued the fall off of that rock onto my left hip. And by mile 3, my hips were hurting really bad, and I still managed the 30.7, but I was hobbling into camp. And I was the very last person in by like over an hour. Today we're doing shorter mileage. We were hoping to do a long day today, but all of us are just hurting and too tired. So it's going to be a shorter mileage day today. Oh, excuse me. Showing the exhaustion from our 30 miles yesterday. So yeah, shorter mileage day today, a long lunch at a campground with picnic tables, which is always a pleasant thing. And then heading into town, probably not till Sunday now, since we weren't able to do 2 long days in a row. So yeah, first 30-mile day, pretty big accomplishment. I'm hoping to do a lot more of them in Oregon, but I would like to kind of build up to it rather than jump up to it. So I'm hoping that I'm going to start doing more like 27, 28-mile days for at least a few days until those feel pretty good, and then start trying for the 30s instead of just jumping. 4 miles doesn't seem like that big of a difference for most people. But when you're talking about how like that big of miles already, those last 4 miles are really, really hard. So it really is a big difference, and you kind of at this point need to increase by like 2 miles at a time, get comfortable with it, and then do it again. So yeah, that last, gosh, the last 10 miles were really rough, it felt like. So so yeah, 30-mile day yesterday. Big deal. Hey everyone, today is day 128 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 22.8 miles. I was a bit sore and stiff after doing the 30 the day before. So I took it really slow, dawdled a little bit, had some great views, spent my time taking those in and everything, and then got to camp a little bit on the later side. Slept for a while, and my aches and pains feel a little bit better yesterday, and a little bit better this morning. So I think everything's just kind of slowly healing itself up and easing out. So yeah, today is going to be another short day, and then tomorrow will be a Nero into town. Tonight, me and the group are camping, or the group and I are camping at a lake. So finally we won't have to dry camp and carry, 10 pounds of water up a mountain for 6 miles to get to camp. Hey everyone, today is day 129 on the PCT. Yesterday I hiked 21.7 miles. It was kind of a hard day. It was hot. The heat of the day, like from noon until 4, actually closer to 5, was through a burn area, very exposed, high on a ridge, tons of smoke. Couldn't even see the ridge on the other side of the valley. I was wheezing a little bit, but I really did okay with all the smoke, but it was so thick you could taste it. I got to a lake last night. The smoke cleared a little overnight, but not a lot. So there's a lot of smoke yet this morning, but I slept pretty well last night, had an early morning this morning, and now I'm headed into town. Alright, getting a hitch to Etna.
5 people and a bike.
5 people and a bike and all of our packs.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Way over there.
Okay, I heard somebody southern, I feel like.
That's Texas right here.